Bobtail squid.
Bobtail. They're so cute.
Come out repeat that. Sorry, I had you muted.
I'm going to kill your lasers.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, maybe we'll see him move. We rarely see his tentacles because he sits still. He doesn't seem very concerned with us every time we see one of these.
All right, Beta, yeah, now you can come in. Oh, he's thinking about it.
Looks like he's getting ready to bolt. There he goes. Oh, yes.
Nice. Cool.
And that's what they look like when they swim.
Yes.
Those are them. Okay.
They are adorable. Here it goes again.
Yeah, you can see how they can. I don't. Just got on the line, so I don't know what was said before this. But you can see they totally tuck the fins around the body until they need to use them. And one common thing when they swim is to go pale like that. So they can change their skin color in a fraction of a second, actually.
With little chromatophores, right?
The chromatophore organs, yeah, they're just little elastic sacs of pigment in their skin, and they're surrounded by radial muscles. They retract the muscles, pulls the pigment out, and then that's when you see the color. But yeah, we get good enough view of them. You can see the individual organs on there.
Is this a different type of squid?
Come in a little more.
Yes, this is different than the one. This is not a bobtail squid like we were seeing before. This is more like the ilex.
Now you'll have to be right down on top of it.
I don't know if that is actually the genus.
Just hoping to get
that's
some view of them
beautiful.
before I scare them, possibly. Inching a little closer now. Just gave that a second. I have to tilt down as I get closer.
You can actually see the little dots.
What's the red above its eyes?
Smaller.
I'll try to hang tight right here. This looks close.
Wow. You can see the little chromatophores moving.
You can get a couple seconds like this rolling, and then I can try one more notch closer and see.
Okay, let's go closer.
Some time there.
Was it?
It's crazy.
So yeah, on the head, between the eyes and along the arms, we're seeing the chromatophore organs, but they also have what's called iridophores, full of little structures called iridocytes, and those actually are they're reflecting the light and causing the iridescence, particularly over the eyes, but you can see it along the mantle there, down the center of the mantle, and a little bit on the fins there, and then on the arms as well. And they can actually, so in the iridophores, the iridocytes are like...
Let's go for full body.
I'm trying to think of how to explain them. They're just basically stacks of proteins, and then they can change the distance between the stacks, and based on the distance between the stacks is the wavelength of light that they
Once we get a few seconds of this, I'd like to just
which is why you see them
what
like
happens if we kick on the extra light.
Change color.
Okay.
It's predominantly red right now, but you could.
Okay, let's go with the lights.
Yeah, so they can actually change those colors, as well as those iridescent that light reflectance interacting with the changing of the chromatophore pigments. So the iridophores and the iridocytes are underneath the chromatophores, and they
Let's look at
the
the
whole
tentacles down
shebang
the bottom, the white part.
In combination can give you a really diverse color palette. Whoa, what's going on with? I don't know.
Yeah.
Since we are at 1,121 meters, and without the lights of the ROV, there would be no light whatsoever around here. It's a little bit of a moot point for this squid being this deep. They're generally
keep going right.
Not wouldn't be using color changes down here, at least as far as we understand. But you can actually see, on the mantle, the main part of the body behind the eyes a few seconds ago, you could see the chromatophores expanding and contracting as the squid is breathing. So I think somebody was talking about this earlier, but just behind the eyes, you can see there's an opening between the head and arms, and then behind the eyes as the mantle. You can see an opening around there. That's where they bring in water. So they expand that mantle cavity, bring in water all around the sort of neck region behind the eyes, and then they expel that water through a funnel or siphon, which is actually below the eyes, and you can kind of just barely see it. You can see it turning downward when the squid is breathing, and you can kind of tell that the water is coming out there.
Zoom into
that is, again, how they breathe, but that's also how they move by jet propulsion, taking in water around there, and then the larger volume of water that they're taking in is expelled through a smaller cavity, and that shoots them backwards quickly for just clear. Regular swimming or for escape swimming.
Okay, pilot's clear.
That's great video. Thank you, pilot.